Hello, brothers and sisters and patrons. How you doing today? Thank you for tuning in. All my messages come from the universal God, so when you don't hear from me, that means I don't have a message from the universal God. So I'm going to give you great food that hopefully will help you. Today's topic, Inauguration 2021, Law of Attraction, Age of Aquarius. If you can today, read 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 26. Hopefully they will come to their senses. Falling for the trap of the devil, doing his will. So in other words, we are giving up our free will. We are constantly giving up our free will by taking others' advice and blaming others. So if you can repeat this for me, and once again, when you listen to me, keep your ego out of it and really listen for the food. Repeat this, because only you listening to this message. Everything that has happened to me in my life is because of me. And this goes for me. Repeat it again. Everything that has happened in my life is because of me. If you can't say that, then remember, I deal with you of spirit, not of the flesh. Because you are a spiritual being here on a mission of purpose. I don't deal with you of the world. I don't deal with you of the world of the third dimension with all this outward stuff. I deal with the inward. I deal with the inward, which is yourself. So whether Joe Biden is president, whether Donald Trump is president, they don't affect you unless you give up your free will. The problem now I see, people blaming others for them. Whether you believe Q is a psyops or the truth, it only affects you if you accept the message. So a lot of people used to tune into the vision, meaning the television, which I call it the television alliance, and switched it for the Q movement. I asked you a few questions. And I'm not telling you what to believe because you have free will. I'm teaching you free will to help your law of attraction. Have you seen an arrest with your own eyes, not what you heard? Do you know the person? So also Q tells you that if it's not from Q, then it's not to be trusted. So I used to be involved in the Q, but I got out of it because I trust God over man. So Q list comes from a man or something that comes from man. But I never saw it. All I know, there could be people underground. Until my eyes see, I don't believe. That's what we should have got from the television too. Because it's an MKO, so you don't know if it's the cabal or the good doing. And this is all your belief because this is my perception. That's what I'm trying to get you with this message. Everything that has happened to you is because of your perception and what you take in. I heard people yesterday saying, oh no, Joe Biden, they're going to kick in the door and come get. See, what you say, you attract. I'm going to ask you a question. How many people in front of you physically have you seen put to death? Not through a TV or a video. So through the TV or video, people can trick you to believe you're seeing the death, but you don't. But we don't know how that person that was shot to death or died, we don't know what they believed inside their own thinking. Just because they die of sickness doesn't mean you die of sickness. Everything is your free will. What you say you accept, that's what you get. I told you, Proverbs 23:7, as a man thinketh in the heart, so is he. That's your law of attraction. There is no sickness for me. For you, it may be. Then you'll say, well, that's a story of the Bible. The Bible is a book of stories, but only if you accept the story for yourself. You're supposed to pull out the book when you have trouble and then read it. So you can change your life by taking back your free will right now. Because what the devil wins by how? By division. He divides us up. Did I say everybody in the truth movement? No, but they're telling you from their perception what they believe. You don't have to, you can turn it off. That's that simple. Start to become neutral to more things that you don't agree with. Just become neutral. That's how they think. So good and evil follows each other. That's what we haven't accepted. It's up to you to choose. You have free will. You have it inside you. You can choose righteous or unrighteous. We're trying to get rid of evil, but it can't. It's you if you want it. So you have to accept, once you understand that evil is us, it's us. And it's choice. Then you learn that, not that you want it to, but you learn why it's here. Negative, you take a magnet, it has negative and positive. It's going to always be together. So we have to accept it. But you have a choice. It's choice. Also, another thing, and this is what this is teaching right now. And here's what we can do. You see someone doing wrong, and you don't say nothing. So that karma will fall on you because you accepted what wasn't righteous and you didn't speak on it. You're supposed to speak the truth. The truth shall set you free. That's what all the great prophets did. They spoke against things not right. Whether the person listened to you or accepted, you did your part. But if you don't say nothing, you're just as guilty as the person doing it. So a lot of people won't speak against what's not true, so that makes them unrighteous themselves. Everything now is about working on yourself and stop blaming others. Someone accepts Joe Biden, it's a law of attraction called karma. Good or bad, whatever he is, you become it because you accepted it by casting your vote. That person has their choice of free will to do that, but they have to suffer the consequences of your choices. I used to get arrested by the police. Whose fault? My own. I never had to drink the bottle or smoke the marijuana or do anything. Once you learn free will and keep doing righteous over unrighteous, your life changes. It could change for the better or it could change for the worse. If my message helps you pass this message to the next person, Satan wins by dividing and conquering. So even though you might think Joe Biden is good, another person might think he's bad. You might think Donald Trump, another person might think he's good. You know right from wrong. So you have to look within inside yourself to choose the right person. Oh, that person's nuts. See, he's seeing his life how he wants. Learn to accept people how they are, and you have the ability in your free will to either tune them in or tune them out. What I'm telling you, you don't have to accept it you watch it. So these eyes and these ears are some of the worst two things we see, because everything we see, we believe. So what media do, and this is my opinion, what media does to you, they put a perception out there. It's up to you to take it in and believe it. You don't have to accept it. Once you accept it and say, this person's my president, That's how you get it. They could write any bill they want. They could say mandate. Now, I don't believe in this shot in the arm, but they could say mandate. They can mandate the shot in the arm. You don't have to accept it. And then you just, whoever gave you that, you keep tuning them out. But if you keep tuning that in, that means you accept it. Because you are energy. You are a frequency of energy. Whatever you tune in, that's what you attract. Even if you don't say nothing, that's accepting in itself. So if you see if you're walking along and you see an old lady getting attacked by someone and you don't do nothing, you're just as guilty as the people doing it because you did nothing. That's what we have to work on now, is our karma and our free will. So no matter who you listen to in the truth, stop taking it within. You listen to it outward as information, but most people taking it within, and then when things don't go as that person, there you say, oh, no, it's your fault. You took it within yourself. The Word of God is something, even the Word of God, you read it, but you don't have to put it in your heart. Once you put it in your heart, whether it be sickness, death, that's when you get it. Just teaching you a trick from Satan. Satan uses our free will. He can't do anything unless you accept it. That's what's going on now. I just wanted to pass you that message. Pass it on to the truth movement. Stop falling for the grasp of Satan, who's using the truth movement against itself. Everyone's blaming everyone except themselves. Always think good of your brothers and sisters, or neutral. They make mistakes just like you make mistakes. I used to listen to the Q movement until I got this. The guy told me, it's like, only the Word of God you trust. Trust God over man, and you'll be fine. So when someone study going 6-7 hours about the Q list, I tune it off. That's not the Word of God. That's some man, or whether it's the cabal or whether it's the white hats. You don't know. The cabal know. The cabal has a looking glass too. Divide and conquer. Be careful. Stick to God. I call him the universal God. Don't argue about what people call God. There's no man that has talked to God directly. You learn from some man the name of God. So everybody comes from the same source, the Creator. We are just supposed, our frequency right now needs to be nothing but high frequency of love, and then you get everything. Your highest source of energy that Satan uses against you right now also is fear. People talking about holding the line and people fearing. You don't die what you're running from. The cabal is all over the world. Where you going to run? So stand your ground. I heard people say they're going to kick in the door and come. Look what you're creating. Has that ever happened to you? You saw that on the TV. Notice government never gets locked up. So everybody under the government, but you never, with your own eyes, ever see government officials locked up. Be careful. You hear about it. Have you seen it? Government should be your enemy, or you should keep an eye open, no matter who it is. Till you see someone, they put the hand, because I know if it's me and I do something, they kick at my door. They don't wait for me. But trust God. Trust yourself. That's my message today. You guys take care. I love you all. Please pass the message that I gave you to your brothers and sisters to help them take back their free will from Satan. And in your life, everything you ever wanted, you desired, will come to you more easily. But you're clouding it with these thoughts. Everything is your thought and your perception. What you think, you attract. What you feel in your heart, you attract. What you keep looking at and what you keep hearing, you attract. But it's what you do of that the most is what you get first. You guys take care. Have a beautiful day.